Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Who the Hell Hast. I am your host, Slade, and I got Byron with me. What's up, Byron?
Hey, morning, afternoon. What's up?
Okay, so we just watched the Pokemon Presents presentation, and I gotta say, I walked away from it feeling a lot more optimistic about the immediate future for Pokemon than I did going in. So, without further ado, let's get this underway. They opened up the presentation with some surprising news for Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, I was wrong. First off, I was wrong. I did not think Unite would be here. So, Pokemon Unite is coming to mobile on September 22nd. My dumbass thought it was already on mobile, so that was kind of surprising. To me, anyway.
Fair, there's been a mobile beta that there's been a lot of YouTube videos covering for like a long time. I think Blastoise was playable on the mobile beta. Speaking of Blastoise, where is Blastoise? Where is Blastoise? Where is he?
So they showed off two new Pokemon, who are
Mamoswine and Sylveon.
Yes, so they will be coming into the game, but as Slade has alluded, where in the world is Blastoise and Unite?
Yeah, seriously. Like, they put it at the beginning of like this fucking DLC chart for Season 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't have
the two Pokemon after, one being Blissey, and then the other one being who was the other Pokemon after before Blissey? I can't remember. Gardevoir. Gardevoir.
Oh, Gardevoir, yeah.
Gardevoir came out already. Blissey came out today. Yeah. There's still no sign of Blastoise.
Which is, I find it funny, but also, man, poor Blastoise players.
Oh yeah, people who love the Squirtle line.
Yeah, they're getting shit on.
Yeah, but overall, really good news for Pokemon Unite players. It seems that there's going to be crossplay between mobile and Switch. I would call this the not as good news, because if you're trying to climb in ranked, you're going to get some of those kids playing on the phone version versus like people tryharding on the Switch.
So, yeah, but like it's more players.
It is more players, so
that's not always a bad thing. Speaking of more news that was a bit weird, we had
Pokemon Cafe Remix. Yeah.
Which, huh?
Yeah, excuse me? They seem to be revamping Pokemon Cafe Mix. And they seem to have kind of like... Well, I'm not going to say they've redone the art style or anything like that, but it kind of looks like they revamped a lot of like the mini games you could play and whatnot.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm not terribly interested in Cafe Mix. I don't think Byron is either, so let's move the fuck on.
Alright, so in Pokemon Go, which is celebrating its 5th anniversary, there are a few Pokemon announced, and apparently Zacian and Zamazenta will be appearing in 5-star raids at the times you see on screen.
Yeah, so it seems like they're just skipping 5 generations of Pokemon. We're just going straight to Gen 8.
That or they're just adding Pokemon whenever and in whatever order, it seems.
Yeah, it seems to be tied to Hoopa. Prankster Pokemon likes to open portals between, worlds and times and stuff. So that's probably why we're seeing a massive gap in generations happening. Probably also to just help sell the new stuff on Switch, get people to buy it. And the last that we got for mobile game news is we're seeing the villains of the series come to Pokemon Masters EX. And it seems like they're having like events where they're handing out a bunch of gems for like rolling for like trainers in Pokemon and stuff like that. And they also have like sync pairs. Yeah. Interesting stuff, but either way, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the presentation.
So first, Pokemon BDSMP.
Quite the nickname you got for it there.
But yeah, so there were some changes.
Yeah.
That were made.
So, ignoring the fact that the game actually looks pretty fantastic and going over like the basic stuff, it seems like they're adding a couple of new features that were not in the original. Starting with being able to change the costume of the characters, the playable characters.
Yes, yeah, I did not get a screenshot of that, but yeah, you can customize your character with clothing, which is cool.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So I think it kind of falls in vein of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. You had the ability to do that as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually wrong. That was an X and Y, and I don't think they brought that to Ruby and Sapphire. So, yeah, it's something that wasn't in the original. I think it's a super neat feature overall. I think it should be in all modern Pokemon games. So, it's not terribly surprising that's here, but it's still nice to see. The next thing that they showed off is the revamped contest.
Yes, the Super Contest shows, which seemingly, at least from the one that we saw in the presents today, is a rhythm game.
Yes,
like Taiko no Tatsujin, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, whatever.
So if the game follows the themes of the original, where you had different types of contests like cuteness, strength, and beauty, like stuff like that, I imagine each type of contest will be its own type of mini game of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah, because they only showed, I believe, cuteness in this.
And I think it's fantastic that they're revamping these contests and making them more like mini games overall. Yeah. I think it'll bring a lot of interest to them, whereas before they're kind of just like side content that you eventually ignored anyway.
Yeah, they were like, whatever.
Meantime, I'm excited for is playing Diamond and Pearl with reusable TMs. So that's going to be really fascinating. And the last bit of new content, the Underground.
Yeah, where you get to mine diamonds.
You get to mine diamonds and pearls, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. And you're all... Yeah. Okay. In all seriousness, though. Underground. Going underground.
Yeah, so apparently you could make secret bases and stuff like that. I don't think it's too similar to the Gen 3 secret bases. It looks like you could post up statues of Pokemon, and those statues make some Pokemon more likely to appear. The most important thing for the underground bases, from what I could see, is this is where you're going to see the Pokemon that were introduced in Platinum.
Yep.
In the Diamond and Pearl games, which I think is fantastic. I've been saying for a long time that the Diamond and Pearl games need some of the Platinum Pokemon and some of the Platinum improvements in order to be successful games. And I'm glad we're seeing the Platinum Pokemon introduced at least this way. So
yeah, like they should be in the main game, but at least they're here.
I'm pretty sure these Pokemon are going to be found and accessible during the main game. You'll be able to access the underground cave region from pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and there were multiple regions. We saw like a grassy temple region. We saw an ice region. As you see on screen, there's like a fucking lava region.
Yeah. So overall, the Grand Underground is what it's called. Is seems like it's going to be accessible from literally anywhere on the Sinnoh map. So definitely look forward to that. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to access it during the minigame. They allow you to specialize and customize your Pokeballs so that you could toss them out. This is actually somewhat similar to the anime with how they did contests. Like, they toss out their Pokeballs and like a bunch of special effects would happen when the Pokemon came out.
Yep.
Pretty neat overall. It kind of feels like the whole contest thing in this game were kind of inspired by the anime, honestly. So
yeah, it seems like it. Yeah.
Overall, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl look to be absolutely fantastic games. I am certainly far more optimistic for them compared to where I was at before today. So
and one comment that I made during the presents, I thought the characters. I think I said this the last time we talked about Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I thought the characters looked like Funko Pops. No, they now look more like those Nino droids, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. If you know what, I probably butchered the name, but yeah. Personally, my favorite news of this whole thing. Look at that Switch Lite, though.
Yes. So the Switch Lite actually looks pretty fantastic. I kind of made a throwaway comment that I'm surprised they're not making a OLED model to sell the new model of Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
but I think it makes sense for the Switch Lite because the Switch Lite's more of like a handheld, thing, even more so than like the Switch and the OLED and whatnot.
Yeah, so, and it's at that cheaper Pokemon. Yeah, and it's at that cheaper price point. Yeah, which it is weird though that like there was, I think, the Let's Go like regular Switch, I guess, but yeah, I think this is the first Switch Lite with all black buttons and black analog sticks and black D-pads, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'd say it definitely looks fantastic. I think the games and the Switch Lite model will be available on November 5th, 2021, on Friday. So definitely looking forward to that. All right, let's move on to the next game on the list. Pokemon I just said Brilliant Diamond. Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, this trailer had a lot of information for us. Let's start with how the trailer looked overall. So it seems like they listened to concerns and feedback about the terrible frame rate of the first trailer because none of those issues were to be seen here. Yeah, seems like they took an approach to where they kind of made the game probably look less pretty overall than it did in the original trailer. Yeah, in exchange for having the game run better. I'm actually all for that. Yeah, I definitely think seeing a Chingling kind of like stuttering in and out of existence is not a good look. So
that's not great.
But that being said, the latest trailer showing off this game looks absolutely fantastic. So so we got a name of news for this. Let's start with the
region itself.
Yeah, the region itself. So it's called the Hisui region for anybody who watched the presentation. Long story short, the main things I took away from this was this is taking place in, a period before the idea of humans partnering with Pokemon was a common idea. And Pokemon can just outright fucking kill you.
Because they showed in the trailer at some point Pokemon with red eyes, and I'm like, oh yeah, sometimes they're aggressive, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna come fuck your shit up.
Yeah, that Ursaring coming at you in like the dead of night.
Oh Jesus!
Like, oh god! Oh god!
that is nightmare fuel for somebody.
So yeah, but. There's some other special news that I did not think we'd be receiving. There's going to be regional variants of Pokemon.
Yes.
In the Hisui region, which is actually really interesting considering these Pokemon, or this region is based off like a Sinnoh from like 1,000 years ago or something.
Yeah, and we got 4 different ones named and shown. So first we have Wiredeer.
Yeah, the evolution of Stantler. Honestly, I think this, to a lot of people, should have happened in the original Diamond and Pearl games, where Stantler should have received, an evolution of some kind. Not only was Stantler like a Johto Pokemon that was drastically outclassed by other Pokemon, but then Power Creep happened, and a lot of Johto Pokemon saw evolutions in Gen 2, like Sneasel and there's others I'm blanking on, and Gliscor. Well, I guess Gligar evolved into Gliscor. So Stantler getting an evolution makes a lot of sense here. I think thematically it also fits pretty perfectly.
Look at the mane. Look at the mane on that deer.
It's not the only Pokemon to receive a new evolution. Basculin evolving into Basculegion.
Yes.
So
look at this monster fish.
Yeah, absolute unit. And apparently, it evolves through the hatred of losing the rest of its school of fish, which is really dark.
Yeah. Like, and I think they mentioned during this director, like Slade made a comment, like, yeah, these were who wrote the Pokemon, the Pokedex entries, and I'm like, yeah, no wonder they're fucked up. The Pokemon are trying to fuck their shit up. Like,
yeah, they're trying to kill the kids. Yeah, so this seems like this is the game where people first started researching Pokemon in general. And this might be the origin of some of these super messed up Pokedex entries you see out there today. So, very exciting stuff. Now, back on the topic of the regional variants, because we just talked about some regional evolutions. There's two specific regional variants of older Pokemon. We have a Hisui version of Braviary, a Generation 5 bird. It seems to be a psychic type now. And also... Pokemon Legends version of the Paraglider.
Yeah. Because in the trailer they had your character like jump off like a cliff, and I thought, oh boy, it's gonna be Breath of the Wild, like pull out a hang glider. But no, Pokemon just came in and said, "Swoop! No, I will take you, good sir."
To be fair, I thought they were gonna use a flying type Pokemon of some sort, so that makes a lot of sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And the other regional variant they showed was a Hisuian Growlithe, who appears to be a rock type.
Yeah, which is a choice.
Yeah.
An interesting choice, to say the least.
But overall, this game looks absolutely fantastic. I personally can't wait for it. There's also quite a few other new features that they showed during this presentation for Pokemon Legends. The battle system appears to be somewhat revamped. There appears to be two styles of move, agile and strong.
Yep.
And they appear to have a turn order battle system where a Pokemon can act multiple times before the opposing Pokemon based off of what style of move they're using and their own speed. So,
which is interesting. I don't think this has ever been a thing in any other main Pokemon game.
No, this is a first for the series, and I definitely think that's going to shake up the balance and things a bit. Definitely some really fascinating info there.
Because in the picture, Lucario gets to go twice. Like, damn.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty nuts. So, it kind of looks like, overall, the objective of the game is going to be completing the Pokedex. Yeah. I guess it's like, you're not just chronologically, like, the Pokemon themselves in terms of, like, you catch them and, oh, yeah, you're done. You have to see it use certain moves. You have to defeat it with certain moves.
Yep.
And long story short, I think this game honestly looks super fantastic overall. Yeah. I know they kind of had they add the I'm fucking losing myself here. Apparently, there's the team called Team Galaxy that you joined. There's the regional professor who just studies Pokemon in general. Yep. From what I noticed, it appears that some of the characters like Silene and Kamado are actually predecessors, or like ancestors, I should say, to some Diamond and Pearl characters. So Silene probably being like a distant ancestor to Cyrus.
Yeah.
And Kamado being a ancestor to Professor Rowan. So, overall, this game looks absolutely fantastic. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait.
Yeah, and so there... Yep. No, go on.
No, I'm listening.
But there were two other things announced for both Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus. So Pokemon Home, you know, that old thing. Yeah, both technically all three games aren't getting Pokemon Home support till at least 2022.
Yeah, I saw that. That's honestly not terribly surprising, considering I think Sword and Shield had delayed Pokemon Home support, as well as Pokemon Let's Go had delayed home support as well.
I feel like that's I feel like that's just going to be the thing going forward. Like, there's going to be like 6-month delay for home support.
Yeah, it seems like it takes some time to integrate the newer games with Pokemon Home. So
Yep. And ranked battles will not take place in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or Legends Arceus.
yeah, so this probably means that competitive Pokemon's still going to be played through Sword and Shield for the foreseeable future. I don't think this surprises anybody. Typically, when they add newer games to the current generations of Pokemon and whatnot, games competitively are still played in the base games that were announced. For example, I think for Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, I think competitive was still done in Sun and Moon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I could be completely wrong, but...
But yeah, that would be a little surprising. But yeah. Not surprising here that Sword and Shield are still going to be the competitive games.
Yeah, but overall, these games absolutely look fantastic, and I personally cannot wait to play them. Pokemon Legends Arceus appears to be coming out January 28th in 2022.
Which I will still say I think Legends Arceus is 5 to 6 months too early to release.
Probably. I definitely saw a lot of improvements in this trailer compared to the first one. So
yeah.
I will remain cautiously optimistic this time around, whereas before I was kind of like bullish on the idea in general.
Yeah, I just think it's releasing at like a really weird time, like January, and literally like 2 months after BDSMP. Like,
yeah, well, to be fair, I think the sales logistics versus like whether or not the game is actually complete or not were my primary concerns, because like the sales logistics are one thing, and 2 months might be too fast, and I agree there.
yeah,
But in terms of what I was concerned about, I was just concerned that the game was going to be an unfinished, like poorly hashed out product. I think the fact that they have a different team of developers working on Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, I think is allowing Game Freak to focus fully on Pokemon Legends Arceus, and the game's is churning out better because of it. So, overall, I think the news was pretty much on point and fantastic today. I really don't have any complaints.
Yeah, more than I expected out of this, because I literally just expected it to be just Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends. But no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they covered all their mobile franchises on phone and whatnot, so that made a lot of sense to me coming into it. But overall, Byron and I are looking forward to the release of these games, and I think that's about everything we have today.
Slade is.
Okay, I guess Byron's not a fan of Pokemon, but that's all right.
Yeah, but yeah. Great looking Switch Lite.
Yeah, anyhow, this has been Slade.
And this has been Byron. Hope you all have a good day, good night, and goodbye.
All right, that's it, everyone. We will see you next time.